Now, here it says, "Unto the messenger to the church of Thyatira, write these things, says the Son of God, who has eyes like a flame of fire and his feet like fine brass." And of course, in looking at that content and what he's talking about, we see the rise of Catholicism. And of course, that would mean Catholicism is becoming the predominant um, type of Christianity, you could say, that is associated with the church. Out from Catholicism, there were some very good works, and he talks about that, in verse 19, "I know your works, your love, your service, your faith, and your patience." And how their last are more than their first, so they're increasing. We know a lot of our prestigious educational institutes come from this. As a matter of fact, although a lot of times people won't actually admit to this, even the scientific type of studying came out of Christianity, of looking at the universe that God has actually created. And then, of course, secular people take that and try to basically say, well, I don't see God. Look out in space and I don't see God, therefore he's not, which completely contradicts actually the scientific model anyway. I mean, they know that we can't see all of the universe, but yet they're willing to make an absolute statement that God doesn't exist. That's completely against logic. But that ultimately came um, out of the church. Well, out of Catholicism, we have a heavier focus on education, on understanding things. Hospitals and orphanages are a result of their work, and this did come out of the monasteries. A lot of the monasteries actually are really the general concept for current day institutions of charity, hospitals, and other types of models that for assisting people that comes out of that. But then in verse 20, we see the rise of the woman Jezebel.